As these gypsy children play around me in the Opre Rromale refugee camp on the fringe of the industrial town Mitrovica in this Balkan state of Kosovo, they have no idea they hold a deadly world record. They are the most lead-polluted children in medical history. Over 50% of the residents are children under 10. All the children have irreversible brain damage and numerous life-threatening medical conditions, all of which are connected to the lead poisoning. Behind the camp looms the 100 million tonne toxic slag heap of Trepka mine. It was once Europe's largest lead producer and a prize asset of the former Yugoslavia. It was forcibly shut in 2000 by armed UN troops wearing dust masks. Serious environmental risks had emerged. Paul Polanski, a writer and designated spokesperson for the camp residents, has lived among the community for over 10 years.
In September 1999, the head of UNMIK, Bernard Kouchner, now the Foreign Minister of France, put these 150 Kosovo Roma gypsy families on toxic wasteland, promising them that they would only be there for 45 days. In 2000, his medical team tried to get him to evacuate these people abroad for medical treatment. He vetoed the idea.
The World Health Organization has called on the UN for the evacuation of residents in 2000, 2004, 2006 and 2008. The International Red Cross has echoed the WHO demands, and even commissioned UN reports have declared that this is the only safe solution. The UN responded with the building of a 1.5 kilometre running track and a football field in an area called the Alley of Health, between the slag heaps and the camps, where they encourage residents to breathe deeply for their health. This now lies in ruins. They also started a short-term food programme, which is now terminated. The Jahirovic family have lived in the camps for 10 years. All Feruz's and Flanza's children are sick.
All of my children have problems of one sort or another. All these illnesses are caused by lead. It is not only lead but other heavy metals. Sarah is very sick and has 3 illnesses on her heart. She receives no treatment. The doctors say she will be better, but she still falls into comas for hours. The doctors found high levels of lead in her blood and say that they need to change her blood. She's going to the hospital to change her blood, and then she comes home and breathes the lead dust again.
We have more than 300 children in the camps with destroyed immune systems.
Meanwhile, 9-year-old Ergin is again a 4-hour bus ride away in a children's ward in a Belgrade hospital. His growth is stunted by the poison and he stands only 1 metre tall. His brother George has only 1 kidney which is failing. Ergin, bloated with drugs, will be discharged in the next few days and sent back to the source of his life-threatening problem, the camp Osterode.
10 years later, 84 deaths later, these people are still on toxic wastelands waiting to be saved. All of their children have irreversible brain damage due to the lead poisoning. Dr. Kouchner promised these people he would save them. He said he was a doctor. He understood lead poisoning. But in the end, he abandoned them.
Young Sarah laughs with her sister as they scramble around the neatly kept living room. Outside, other children are playing. It's hot and dusty. These children don't understand how ill they are, but the UN, the EU, International Red Cross and the World Health Organization do. They've known for 10 years.